Everyone say hello to Alan. Now say goodbye to Alan. Hey, what's guys here? And today, welcome to the video on my channel. We are going to be going through the top 10 things that you should start off FIFA 19 with. Our top 10 ways, top 10 tips, whatever you want to say it. There are many good and bad things that you can start off your FIFA 19 or FIFA experience on Ultimate Team. And there are ways that you can try and increase coins or decrease coins, and you know, there's some things that I wouldn't recommend to do because it's just either too expensive or it's a bit stupid. So for you guys, these are top 10 things that you guys should be doing when you start off your FIFA 19 Ultimate Team, which by the way, FIFA 19 comes out in a month. We are 1 month away. We are like less than 30 days away from FIFA 19 coming out. I can't fucking wait. I think that's the reason why like EA makes FIFA, like the previous FIFA, so dead, like for so early, is because no matter how shit the game is for the next FIFA, you get it anyway because you've been waiting that long for a new game. It genuinely feels like this has all been planned. And yes, before you guys do say, yes, I recently shaved, and yes, hence why, you know, and there's cuts on my chin, and it feels like I've turned back to 17 again, honestly. But yeah, let's get into the top 10. So 10 in this countdown of the top 10 ways that you should start off your FIFA 19 Ultimate Team experience is to do this. Now this is to do with your EASFC catalog. Now this is dependent on how high your level is, but for this you don't really need that. You don't really need that high of a level, like maybe like 20, 30, and that's relatively quite easy to do if you play the game quite often. So number 10 is going to be to go into EAS FC catalog and go and buy all the useless kits and balls and whatever you can buy off there and sell them on the market, or just discard them all, and you'll get yourself like 5,000, 10,000 coins straight away by just discarding them. Of course, it depends on what level you are and how many of them you can buy, but I think the most you can get out of it is like 10,000 coins just for discarding random packs and kits and balls that you would never really care about. We all know how important 1,000 coins is at the start of the game just to get the next best player for your squad. So 5,000, 10,000 coins for literally just discarding things that's just given to you is pretty easy to do, and it helps you out a lot. Number 9, this is still on the EAS FC catalog, and this is going to be for the coin boost. Now, of course, it's dependent on how high your level is. If you get a 500 coin boost, or a 1,000 coin boost, or 1,500 coin boost, it depends on how good and how often you play the game for. But this is basically a guaranteed extra 500, 1,000, 1,500 coins that's just given to you for every game you play. So if you go play a game of FIFA, get 5,000 coins for playing it, plus another 1,000 coins for doing the coin boost, and then that's 1,500 coins per game. It's very useful, and you'd be surprised of how many people just forget about it at the start of the game. They get too hyped up into the packs and the SBCs and all that good shit that they completely forget about the actual catalog. So number 9, get involved with the catalog, sell everything, and get the coin boost, and you'll be buzzing. Number 8, and this is going to be the daily and weekly objectives. Now this is only really useful for the first month or 2 of the game, because that is when everything is worth something. It'll give you packs, it'll give you contracts, it'll give you fitness cards, it'll give you injury cards, all things that are useful and are somewhat expensive at the start of the game. It will help you out with. So let's say if you need a fitness card, a 4-squad fitness card, it'll give you it for free, other than paying like 2,000 coins on the market to get them instead. For literally doing something simple as like score a goal for French player, something stupid like that, it gives you free packs for. So might as well do it. Now we are on to number 7, and this is similar to the weekly and daily challenges. It's going to be FUT Draft. Now for the first week or month of the game, everything is worth something, even if it's some useless player in BPL. Because he's in BPL, he's worth something. If you get any pacey player, any 85 plus rated player, really in the entire game for any league other than like the Irish league, they're worth something. That is why FUT Draft is so important at the start of the game, because you get so many good players, which not even all incredibly good, but because they're in a good league, then they are worth like 2, 3, 4k just for being bang average. So the reason why this is in number 7, and that is because this is only really recommended for you guys that are good at a game for a good kind of level. You can maybe make it to the final every attempt, maybe semi-final for the minute. If you are not that good at the game, then I would not recommend to do it, because if you get knocked out each round, in the first round each time, you pretty much will lose 50,000 coins. If you're lucky, maybe make 5k back, but typically you'd be lucky if you make back 5k from the 15k you put in there. So if you are not that good at the game, I would not recommend it. But if you're somewhat good at the game, if you do weekend league often, then I would recommend to do it. Number 6, and this is so important. This is to when you get your starter packs and the little easy packs you get at the start of the game, whatever gets given to you that you can sell each one of them, each bronze player, each silver player that you get. just sell them all for as much as you can, or if you can't sell them, just discard them. They are absolutely useless to you. Just sell them all. When you sell them all off and you get like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 coins, then I would recommend to start trading and sniping English players, or literally any player with somewhat pace, especially if they're from the English leagues, always English, or from any other league in the game. So Bundesliga, Serie A, if they're French, if they're from Ligue 1, if they're from the Spanish league. So I would recommend to try to start sniping. If you guys want to know about sniping and trading, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing a bunch of trading and sniping videos at start of the game to help you guys out as well. Number 5, and that is going to be similar to the last point, and that is going to be when you sell your starter team and your starter packs that isn't really worth anything, then you can get onto business. That's actually making your first ever actual team, your starter team for the game. And I see a lot of people make this one mistake, and that is that I see people very often start making BPO teams. Don't do that. Do not do that, because you get such a shit value of money compared to the player that you get. Literally, like any left back in the BPO that's gold with like more than 70 pace is worth like 2,000 coins, that's a shit value for money. So please just don't do that. Let me know down below in the comments if you are one of those also, because I used to be as well back in FIFA 13 days that I made a BPO squad. But for the value of money you get, unless you've already got like 20,000, 30,000 coins, just don't bother really. If you got like 1,000, not 1,000, like 5,000, 10,000 coins, then just don't do it. And this brings me on to number 4, and that is going to be, instead of building your team around the BPO players and BPO squads and English squads, I would highly recommend to start it around non-rare French players. I have done this since FIFA 14 and it's worked every year. FIFA 15 was so useful, FIFA 16 was so useful. I made a team which I started off with a normal French team, which everyone was worth like a K each, maximum. And I kept that for like 3 months in FIFA 16. FIFA 17 was no different as well. And trust me, every single year, people seem to forget about how good they are. Now, you could go with other leagues like, you know, maybe the Russian league, Liga NOS, the Portuguese league, Ligue 1 as a league in general, maybe Bundesliga. Bundesliga and Serie A leagues are also very good as well. But for me, the non-rare, or even rare French players are very, very good. For some reason, a lot of French players just has really good physical and pace stats. Maybe most French ones are buffers focus on. So as we get into the top 3 of this countdown, we've already learned about the EAF's SC catalog. We've already learned about trading. We've already learned about what not to do, how to build your team, and what leagues that you should do to build your team around to save you money. So number 3, we're going to be doing squad battles. Now, squad battles is a very easy way to make coins because you are against offline. Now, this is only really for people that want to put a lot of time into the game, that really puts a lot of time into it, that wants to grind the game out. Because trust me, I'm not going to say do FUT champions. I'm not going to say do the FUT division rivals, because that is dependent on how good you are at the game. But for squad battles, even if you're not that good at all, like you are like a silver player, if you don't even qualify for weekend league, you can still do it, and you can still get a few good packs, like a 25k pack or 15k pack, which trust me is very useful at the start of the game. If you're good, then you get a guaranteed 2 35k packs, plus also 39,000 coins just given to you each week, and mate, that is worth a lot at the start of the game. And yet again, this is again similar to FUT Draft and the daily and weekly challenges, that is only really useful for the start of the game because it's so easy to build up coins. And if you're a grinder, if you love grinding the game, if you like putting time and effort into the game to build up your team and your account, then this is such an easy way to build up coins, no matter what your skill rating is. And on to number 2 of the top 10 ways you should start off your FIFA 19 Ultimate Team experience, and that is going to be to do something that, yet again, is kind of similar to squad battles, but not really. It's all about the grind for this method, and it's going to be the bronze pack method. Now, yet again, at the start of the game, everything is worth anything. So like, literally any player with like somewhat pace is worth something. So even if you have like 500 coins, 1,000 coins, that's it. Trust me, if you do this method, then you will make bank eventually. Like, it's a slow grinding method, but trust me, you can get sick rewards instantly. If you're confused thinking, oh wait, it's bronze packs, why would it be worth something? I'll tell you. At the start of the game, all fitness cards is worth something, especially the squad ones. They are worth like a guaranteed 2,000 coins straight away for a 400 coin pack. Next thing, fitness cards, injury cards, contracts, even some rare contracts go for something. All injury cards, there's like 3 or 4 specific injury cards you can get. That's worth something, especially if you get the guaranteed, every single injury +1. That's worth a lot as well. Then literally any English player is worth something as well, or literally any player in the entire game with a common league or common nation like French league or Serie A. trust me, they are worth something as well if they got somewhat pace to them. And it's not even that, some players could be useful for SBCs, like the starter SBCs or the advanced SBCs. These players will be needed, and especially the marquee matchups. If you get anyone in marquee matchups to the same club, they're worth guaranteed 5,000 coins. So when you open these packs, do not discard them, discard the players, to keep every single player, because eventually, trust me, they will be useful at some stage, especially if they're from either the MLS or A-League, because those are commonly used in the marquee matchups as well. If you're confused about it, I will be doing a bronze pack method video as well at the start of the game as well, so make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on that as well. So that is number 2, and number 1 of the most important thing you should do at the start of FIFA 19 Ultimate Team, and that is going to be SBCs. Now, this is probably a simple one, but fuck me, it's important. SBCs is so good because every single pack is worth something. As I've said many times in this video, and that's because it's true. Do not forget about that. Just do not put money into this game if you are not that bothered about the weekend league and pay to win if you're not that bothered. You do not need to put any money in this game to make coins. There's so many ways in this FIFA to make coins. It's actually stupid. So SBCs, so the starter SBCs and especially the advanced SBCs. Holy shit, they're good. Advanced SBCs, but from spending like 50-60,000 coins on that one SBC, you get back a 25k pack, a 35k pack, a 50k pack, a 45k pack, and a 55k pack. So that's like 200,000 coins worth of packs you're gonna open from 50,000 coins. Now you may, if you want to save money, leave this one out, but just try and look at any SBCs they are, because trust me, it's worth it. Starter SBCs is a must, and just do SBCs till you die. Even the gold upgrades SBCs, when you get 2 normal gold players, they will OP as shit at the start of the game. So do them also, just have fun with it. And lads, that is the top 10 ways you should start off your FIFA 19 Ultimate Team experience. Let me know down below in the comments, what have I missed out? Is there anything that you would recommend to not do or to do? Help out each other in the comments, lads, and I'll look forward to reading them. Hopefully this helped you guys out. Make sure to smash a like button, subscribe if you're new for more content that should help you guys out for FIFA 19. And yeah, lads, thank you guys for watching. My name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.